even when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my I swing dependent.
Football League. And this one features your 2021 Offensive Rookie of the Year. And it's coming up next.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a week right here at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Leading them out, the 26 overall pick from the 2020 draft, former Utah State Aggie, it's Jordan Love. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 17 carries, 111 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with an idea. Slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. The first carry now. This is Williams. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and
old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 40 now on second down. Love. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play call. Right, establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Love from the gun. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd and 12, Love. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Love, they go play action now. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. The kick by Parkey is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
A pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They have the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive.
Leading them out, someone who has overcome plenty of adversity to forge a 12-year career. Former Virginia Tech Hokie, it's Tyrod Taylor.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now Taylor on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Taylor.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Love now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll give the ball. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
21 yards there on third down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second down and 8.
Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Prater's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Taylor to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Julian Okwara
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Taylor. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good forward nearly all for naught.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime at a look.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
They run with a man from La Tech. It's Boston Scott. And taken down just shy of the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Taylor will throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Taylor's throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Play action, it's Taylor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, a run to Hall. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Taylor. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his... completion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. Prater's kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. That's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and 1.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Jones on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. To throw is Taylor. Complete. It's Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Taylor going to run the option right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. That one, he correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw now. Here's Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Love. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Love.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Holding offense.
Well, they're sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Play of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still fourth hit.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Love. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Scott. Room here to run. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think the sky's falling.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond